Ho ho ho, YouTube, and Merry Christmas. Since today is supposed to be a day of rest and frivolity, I thought I'd do something frivolous. So I'm actually going to do a MySpace alphabet survey for you, just because it'll be light. Well, as light as I get. Alright. A is for age. I am 48. B is for beer of choice. I don't drink beer, but when I did drink beer many years ago, I had a penchant for dark beers. I like the kind of things that you could chew on. C is for what you can't wait for right now. Right now? I'm kind of looking forward to breakfast, I guess. D is for your dog's name. I don't have a dog. I've never really had a dog. We briefly had one. My family briefly had one when I was living with my mother and her second husband, and his name was Max. So I guess that's the closest I'm ever going to get. I was 15. I don't have a dog at the moment. I think if I ever do, my wife would probably name it Ketchup, because that's how my wife thinks. E is for essential item you use every day. I would say these are the most essential item I use every day, because without them, I can't see clearly. But as far as non-medically required, I would probably say a knife. F is for favorite TV show at the moment. None. I watch no television. G is for the favorite game. That would be Dungeons and Dragons. Though I am fond of many of the OGL versions thereof. H is for hometown. I live in Manchester, New Hampshire. I is for the instrument you play. Technically, I play trumpet. I played for 8 years. I have not actually played the trumpet in 30. So I'm getting the feeling that I would probably be really bad at it, and I can't even read music anymore. J is for favorite juice. I would probably say orange pineapple. That would probably be my favorite combo right there. Though just plain old orange would do in a pinch. I don't drink a lot of juice because of the high carb content, sugar content. But if I do, it's usually OJ or OJ pineapple combined with pineapple. K is for the butt you'd like to kick. Well, you see, I don't really want to kick anyone's butt. I try to espouse a worldview of non-violence. However, I would kick the butt of anyone that tried to harm me or harm innocent individuals or those I love if I were present when the attack took place. Then things might get ugly. L for the last food you ate. That would be these. They're pita chips. I had some last night. They're quite tasty. I don't eat chips very often, but I'm on vacation, so live a little. M for marriage. Yes, I'm kind of fond of being married. That's a bit of an understatement. N for your name. My first name is James, though here on the YouTubes I am known as Tetsubo. O is for the overnight hospital stay. I have not been in the hospital overnight since I was a wee babe, and it was for pneumonia. I had a temperature of 105. It's my earliest memory of standing in a crib while a nurse walked toward me with a needle in her hand, which started my fear of needles and might explain my fetish for women in nurses' costumes. P for the people you can't live without. That would be my wife, Lara. Q for the quote. A quote I use on a regular basis is compassion for myself and others. I could probably say I use that almost every day. Now, I also have a favorite quote just because I think it's a great quote, and that is cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war, because it's just plain out badass. P is for the people you... R is for the biggest regrets. Well, regret implies living in the past. And after being an individual that dealt with depression for 48 years, I've had enough of that noise. I don't live in the past anymore. So, I guess I don't have any regrets. S for your status. I don't know what that means. Married? homeowner, male, pagan, progressive, socialist, a person with a cat on their shoulder. T is for the time you woke up today. Today is actually December 24th, because it's filming this ahead of time, and I woke up at 3:30 a.m. just because. U for the underwear you have on right now. I am wearing sweatpants in my own home, and I'm not wearing any underwear. V for the vegetable you love. I probably eat bell peppers the most, though I have a great and deep love of potatoes in pretty much every form you can imagine. I just don't eat them all that often because they're full of carbs. W is for the worst habit. I am capable of becoming irrationally angry at the drop of a hat when it comes to certain topics. I can become enraged in seconds. It is one that I'm working on. It's not easy. X for the x-rays you've had. The last x-rays I had were because of my car accident I was in, where someone destroyed my vehicle. I had 4 broken ribs, and they took a number of standard x-rays, and they did a complete body scan, which I still have somewhere. I should find those. They make an interesting video, I think. Y for the yummy food you ate today. I haven't eaten any food today, technically, not since midnight. I'm looking forward to some oatmeal and probably some chicken this morning, because, you know, protein's good to eat with your carbs. And Z is for your zodiac sign. And my zodiac sign is Virgo. So there you have it, folks. A silly, pointless survey, something light and not too strenuous for the Christmas day. I hope that everyone who celebrates Christmas has a good day, even though it's not my personal holiday. I will be celebrating Christmas Eve with my in-laws downstairs, and I will be celebrating Christmas Day with my mother at her place up north. Kind of a tradition what we do. So that's what I'll be doing. So if you have any desire to reply to this survey, feel free. I will put the questions into the notes below. And if you have any desire to tell me what you do for your traditional Christmas, I will be more than willing to see what your family traditions are like. So again, Merry Christmas, folks. I hope you have a good day.